welcome to Paul's Take. And today was a historical day in the world of space. Yes, today was when Jupiter and Saturn were lined up, and they were right next to each other like this. And if you could actually see it with your bare eyes. But you could see it a lot better if you had binoculars. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to do a follow-up review on the Celestron Binoculars. I got these only like 3 months ago, not even realizing that this historical event was taking place. So it was nice that I had them. And everybody's talking about it, and I was like, oh, let me go find out. Actually, I'm so not in the loop of this kind of stuff. I saw some people in the parking lot, and they were looking up into space. And I thought at first they were looking at the moon, but they were all taking out their cameras, and there was a family of them. I'm like, it's the moon, dude. Take it easy. Turned out, when I found out it was this historical event, this celestial event, I was like, whoa, this was yesterday. But then it turned out if you go out there today, today is the 22nd of December, it was still there. So I went out there, brought my binoculars, and I checked it out. So these things are, I don't know, let's see here. I'm not sure what the stats are on this sucker. Oh, 15 by 70. Long eye relief binoculars. There it is. 15, where's my camera? 15 by 70. So I got them on Amazon. They weren't very expensive. It doesn't really feel all that super fancy, but it does have really nice lenses. But the big question is, how does it work? There's no zoom on this. So that was probably the most difficult part of it, whereas it was trying to find it in the sky. But you could find it. It just took a little second to figure it out. Once you found it, you focus in, and it was pretty impressive. What could I see with these? Well, first of all, if you try to hold it with your bare hands, you're too shaky. And you can't see anything. You see it, but it's like bouncing around on your lens. And you're like, whoa, I can't see anything. So what you got to do is prop it. What I did, I used actually the top of the roof of my vehicle, and I just laid it on top. Here's the roof, and I just set it up, and I looked just like this. And believe it or not, that gave you a really good stand, like a tripod or something. But it was rock solid. You got to have the weight of the binoculars on something that's solid, and it was clear as can be. So what did I see? I was impressed, because with your eye you could see look like two stars. With the binoculars you can see Jupiter, and I don't know much about Jupiter. I wasn't sure if I was looking at rings or moons. I think they were moons, but it looked like there was a good 4, 5, 6 maybe moons. You see little dots around it. You can see them. You can see them like they were like, here's Jupiter, and then there was like dots here and dots behind it. So it was like almost in a line. So it almost looked like there was a ring around it, but it was kind of far out though. It wasn't right next to it. Saturn, on the other hand, apparently Saturn is much further away and not as big. So you can make out Saturn, you can kind of make out the rings a little bit. Maybe I could have dialed into a tad better, but it was definitely easy to lock in on Jupiter. Jupiter was easy. Saturn, I couldn't really lock it in. It was always kind of fuzzy, just a little bit. You can see it there. You kind of make out the little shape of it, but it wasn't super great on this, but it was worth it. I mean, it was, like $100 or something, and I was able to see the moons of Jupiter. That was amazing, and actually you can see it pretty darn well. The clarity on Jupiter was amazing. Now, you can't see any color or anything, or any like details on the planet, but you can see the planet, and you can see, and I'd never seen this before with my bare eyes, or I've seen pictures and stuff, but I've never seen with binoculars or anything, or a telescope. I've never seen actual like moons of another planet besides that other moon that travels around Earth. So yeah, all in all, I was really impressed. Yeah, you could spend a lot more and get a better set, I guess. But I watched other reviews, and apparently the big difference is the fact that it does not have a zoom. But it is very clear though. It's shockingly clear. You can see the moon really well. I mean, you could like feel like you could touch the moon with these. Yeah, the lenses are great. I try to get use them out any more than I have to. I put it in a case. It comes with this little case here. It has little cheesy, horrible lens caps. But I don't really worry about it. Here we go. You know, it's like this. But look at it, it falls right out. Hey, now it stays on. Huh. I guess you want to. Oh, there you go. Well, it stays on now. But usually it falls right off. So, but there you go. Then they have the other one for the top part. Like this. And there you have it. So that's my take. I'm so glad I had these. I mean, you know, it's just amazing that I just happened to have this. I bought this like maybe 3 months ago or so. Maybe 4, I don't know, something like that. And then they had this event, and I was able to take advantage of it. So, you know, I got lucky because we had clear skies here, and I got to see it yesterday without these, and today with them. And it was definitely much better to have it with. Trust me. It was worth it. And to tell you the truth, I came back to work, and I was showing some of my friends, some of my coworkers. They were like, whoa, check it out. And now they're like, where'd you get that? So this will help them as well to find the link. So I'll put the link down below. So I'll have to send it to everybody. So there you go. Thanks for watching Paul's Take. Make sure you hit like and subscribe for more reviews and more of my other things that I do on YouTube. I try to switch it up. I don't want to get, I don't know, I don't want to just do one thing all the time. It's boring for you. It's boring for me. Okay? I like to switch it up anyhow. So anyhow, hit like, subscribe, buy a t-shirt or something. Thanks for watching Paul's Take.